Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Road Hack Podcast. I'm your host Rushen and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. In this episode, we are diving deep into a topic that affects every aspect of our lives, and it is about how you can make effective decisions. Decision making is something we do every single day, whether it's choosing what to wear in the morning, what to eat for lunch, or even bigger life decisions like career choices or major investments. The truth is, the quality of our decisions can make a significant impact on our personal and professional lives. Now, before we go any further, I would like to share that Mindful Doubt weekly newsletter is up. Link to the newsletter will be in the description. I advise you to go check it out and read the good stuff written all about self-help by yours truly. If you have a LinkedIn account, you can sign in and subscribe to the newsletter, so you will be notified when the newsletter comes out every week. I promise you, there will be some amazing stuff that will resonate with you. And the Root Hack Podcast is available on YouTube, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and all the other major podcast platforms. Search for Root Hack Podcast on any platform I mentioned and you should be able to easily find the podcast. Hit subscribe so you won't miss out on any future episodes. And that is all. So let's get back into the topic. Now, we were talking about effective decision making. Can you relate to that feeling of being caught between different options, not knowing which path to take? It can be incredibly frustrating, right? That's why I'm so excited to discuss effective decision making with you today, because I've learned some invaluable lessons that I want to share with you. We are going to explore how making effective decisions can positively impact our lives, both personally and professionally. So whether you are facing a tough decision right now, or you simply want to enhance your decision making skills, you are in the right place. So grab your favorite beverage, find a cozy spot, and let's embark on this journey of mastering the art of effective decision making. Let's dive in. Alright, let's get down to business. As I was writing this particular episode, I had many pointers. So this episode will be in that format. Now, the decision-making process is like a roadmap that can guide you towards making effective decisions. So I want to break it down to you. Stage 1 is identifying the decision. The first step in the decision-making process is to clearly identify the decision you need to make. It may sound obvious, but sometimes we get caught up in a whirlwind of options and lose sight of what we are actually deciding. So take a moment to define the decision at hand. Is it choosing a new career path, or buying a house, or maybe deciding where to go on vacation? Write down the decision in a clear and conscious manner. This simple act helps bring clarity and focus to the process. Stage 2 is about gathering information. So once you have identified the decision, it's time to gather some information. This stage is all about equipping yourself with the necessary facts, insights, and perspectives to make an informed choice. Research, talk to others, seek advice from trusted sources, and explore different viewpoints. The more information you have, the better equipped you will be to make a solid decision. Create a list of reliable resources, books, articles, or people you can turn to for information and insights. This will save you time and ensure you have a well-rounded understanding of the situation. In the next stage, stage number 3, you have to evaluate the options. This is the exciting part. This stage involves carefully considering the different paths available to you. Take a step back and examine each option objectively. Consider the pros and cons, potential risks, and rewards associated with each choice. Reflect on how each option aligns with your goals, values, and priorities. Create a decision matrix or a simple list to compare the different options. Assign weights to various factors that are important to you and assess how each option fares against those criteria. This will help you visualize and compare your choices. Final stage number 4, is to make the choice. Now, after gathering information and evaluating the options you have, it is time to make the final call. Trust your intuition, listen to your gut, and consider the insights you have gained throughout the process. It is natural to feel a bit of uncertainty, but remind yourself that you have done your due diligence. Make the choice that feels right to you at this particular moment. If you find yourself stuck between multiple options that seem equally appealing, consider flipping a coin. Not because the coin will make the decision for you, but because it can reveal which option you truly hope for while it's still in the air. So, there you have it. The decision-making process in all its glory. But you must remember that each stage plays a crucial role in ensuring effective decision-making. Okay, next we are going to explore some popular decision-making techniques and models that can help you make more informed choices. These techniques are like powerful tools in your decision-making toolkit. So let's take a look and explore how they can assist you. Technique number 1 I'm giving away is SWOT analysis. That is SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is one widely used technique which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It is a simple yet effective model that will help you assess a decision by examining both internal and external factors. Here's how it works. Start by identifying the strengths and weaknesses associated with each option. What advantages does each choice offer? What potential drawbacks or limitations do they have? Then consider the external factors. What opportunities arise from each option? Are there any potential threats or obstacles to consider? By conducting a SWOT analysis, you can gain a comprehensive understanding of the potential outcomes and challenges associated with each choice, allowing you to make a more informed decision. Technique number 2 is decision matrix. The decision matrix is another valuable technique that helps you systematically compare and evaluate different options. It is a visual tool that allows you to weigh different criteria and prioritize what matters most to you. To use a decision matrix, start by listing the key criteria or factors that are important in your decision. Next, evaluate each option against these criteria and assign scores. Multiply the scores by the weights and calculate the total for each option. The option with the highest total score emerges as the most favorable choice. The decision matrix will help you see the bigger picture and objectively compare the options based on your specific priorities. Okay, technique number 3 is cost-benefit analysis. Now, when you are faced with decisions involving financial implications, a cost-benefit analysis can be incredibly useful. This technique allows you to assess the cost associated with each option and compare them to the benefits they offer. Start by listing all the costs involved in each option, both monetary and non-monetary. Then identify the potential benefits or gains associated with each choice. Quantify them if possible. Finally, compare the total costs and benefits of each option. This analysis provides a clear understanding of the potential return on investment or trade-offs involved in each choice. The cost-benefit analysis helps you make decisions based on a rational assessment of the potential risks, rewards, and trade-offs. So these are just a few examples of decision-making techniques and models that can support you in making more informed choices. All three of these techniques have worked on me, so I believe it will work on you as well. Remember that the key is to choose the technique that best aligns with your decision and preferences. You can also combine multiple techniques to create a customized approach that suits your unique situation. It is totally up to you. Now it's time to shift our focus to the factors that should be considered when making decisions. Factor number 1 is values and priorities. One crucial factor to consider is aligning your decisions with your true values and priorities, right? Take a moment to reflect on what truly matters to you. What are your core values? What are your long-term goals? By understanding your values and priorities, you can make choices that are in line with your authentic self. When you are evaluating options, ask yourself how each choice aligns with your values and contributes to your overall priorities. Consider which option resonates with your sense of purpose and brings you closer to your desired future. Over the course of the Root Hack podcast, we have discussed about this many times. So I encourage you to go back and listen to the episodes that I have created based on values and your priorities. Moving on to factor number 2, it is about risks and rewards. See, all decisions involve a certain level of risk, and it is important to assess and weigh these risks against the potential rewards. Consider the potential positive outcomes or gains associated with each option, as well as the potential negative consequences and drawbacks. Evaluate the risks and rewards associated with each choice by asking yourself questions like, what are the potential benefits? What are the potential drawbacks or pitfalls? How likely are these outcomes to occur? By considering the risks and rewards, you can make more calculated decisions. So ask these questions every single time. Factor number 3 is long-term consequences. Sometimes decisions have immediate benefits but can lead to long-term consequences. It is crucial to assess the long-term implications of your choices. Consider the potential impact each option may have on your future well-being, relationships, career, or finances. Think about the long-term consequences and ask yourself, will this decision support my long-term goals and aspirations? How might this decision affect my future? You see, by evaluating the long-term consequences, you can make choices that align with your vision for the future. When it comes to weighing these factors effectively, it is important to give each factor the attention it deserves. Consider creating a system where you assign weights to each factor based on its relative importance to you. This allows you to prioritize and evaluate the factors accordingly. For example, if aligning with your values is of utmost importance, you can assign a higher weight to the factor. On the other hand, if immediate risks are a significant concern, you can assign a higher weight to that factor. By assigning weights, you ensure a more balanced evaluation of the factors that matter most to you. Remember, decision making is not just about making choices itself. It's about making choices that reflect who you are and what you aspire to achieve. Alright guys, we have covered a lot of ground so far, and now we have arrived at the final step of the decision making process, which is to make the final decision, the ultimate choice. So let's explore some strategies that can help you navigate this crucial phase. Strategy number 1 is to trust your intuition. Sometimes your intuition can be a powerful guiding force in decision making. It is that gut feeling, that inner voice telling you what feels right. Pay attention to your intuition. Take a moment to connect with your inner wisdom and listen to what it's telling you about the options before you. While it's important to gather information and analyze the pros and cons, don't underestimate the power of your intuition. Trust yourself and let your instincts play a role in guiding your final decision. Strategy number 2 is seeking advice from trusted sources. Seeking advice can provide valuable insights and perspectives that you may have overlooked. Reach out to your mentor, friends, or colleagues who have relevant expertise or experience. Share your thoughts, concerns, and options with them. Listen attentively to their feedback and consider their perspectives. Keep in mind that their advice should serve as a guiding light, but the final decision ultimately rests with you. Trust your judgment and make choices that align with your own values and aspirations. Strategy number 3, considering the potential outcomes. When making the final decision, it is important to consider the potential outcomes of each choice. Visualize the potential scenarios that may unfold based on each option. What are the best case and worst case outcomes? How likely are these outcomes to occur? By considering the potential outcomes, you can make a more informed decision that takes into account both the risks and the rewards associated with each choice. It is essential to strike a balance between being realistic and being optimistic about the potential results. Making a decision can sometimes feel daunting, especially when the stakes are high. But remember, confidence plays a crucial role in the decision-making process. Confidence helps you believe in the choices you make, instilling a sense of self-assurance. Embrace the decisions you make, knowing that you have done your due diligence and weighed the options thoughtfully. Trust that you have the ability to adapt and navigate any challenges that may arise from your choices. Alongside confidence, commitment is equally important. Once you have made the final decision, commit yourself wholeheartedly to it. Avoid second-guessing yourself and be prepared to take responsibility for the consequences of your choice. Commitment fuels your determination and empowers you to follow through with your decision. It allows you to focus your energy on making the chosen path a success. Remember, commitment paves the way for growth and personal development. So as you make the final decision, trust your intuition, seek advice from trusted sources. By incorporating these strategies into your decision-making process, you will feel more empowered and confident in your choices. Trust me. Okay, that's all for this episode, guys. Thank you for joining me. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear this message about effective decision-making. Check out my previous episodes if you are interested in self-development, because it's pretty much everything I talk here on the Root Hack podcast. If you are still listening to this, you are a real one and I truly appreciate you. Stay rooted, stay authentic, and keep hacking away at the barriers that hold you back. I'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, take care of yourself and take care of each other. Peace.